Hi, welcome to my channel, How To Chris here. Today I'm going to show you how the second coat is applied, and I have a mock-up here to demonstrate that. So this blue tape is going to represent the taping paper or the mesh, and I'm using this to provide a contrast, so I think you'll be able to see better the lighting out here and what the different background here. So these are the butt joints and these are the seams or flats, and what I'm going to show in this video is how to put your second coat on. You can check out my other video, how to do the rough end, and that means how to put the paper on the newly installed drywall. And I have other videos with different patching, blowout patches, and different tips and tricks. So getting back to this is going to be how to apply the second coat and what you should hit first and what comes second and those type of things. So there is a sequence to doing it if you want to get good results. So these are the butt joints here, and that's where the two boards meet up, and there's no recess in it. Now these will be the seams or the flats, and that's where it's tapered with the recess. And these are easy to fill, and the butt joints require more skill because the boards are flat with one another and there's no recess, so you have to build them out just further so that you can avoid a bump there. So the butt joints you're just going to make wider. So when you install the drywall, you're going to put a screw at the top and at the bottom of the sheet, and you're going to put 3 screws in the field. So how to apply the second coat: you're going to want to get some compound like I've got here, and let's get some tools. You can use don't mind my tools, but if you have a stainless steel trowel, it won't get rusted on you. But this is just a regular steel trowel, versus this won't rust, and this is a stainless steel material, which is a lot better. I gave away my trowel, so I'm stuck with the rusty one. So you can buy all these different things. You can use a hawk to apply, or you can do a number of things. But if you just want it, if you're just a homeowner, and or you're a professional, like a contractor, and you're getting into drywall particularly, then really you just need to get a knife and trowel, a 6-inch knife and a trowel. Now this trowel has a hook in it, so it's not flat, it's concave, and what that allows is when you put the compound on, it leaves a little hump to cover the paper. And if you don't use this and you have a flat one, that's more for skimming, but you can use it on the joints too. You just have to use it in a different way. What you would do in that case is you would apply the compound, and then you would go off to either side and smooth it. But with this, you just have to go down the middle only. So it's important to know what kind of trowel you have. You have to look, you have to sight down it, and when I sight this, it's got a crown to it. Actually, it's going to be it's going to go this way. Okay, so if it were crowned, it would be, actually it would have a crown in this direction, meaning it would be pointing upward. So it allows it to fill in there. So really you just need these two things here. You can even use this with this, and this would be the same thing as having a flat trowel. You would coat the middle and go off on either side to provide the taper. So it's nice to have a bucket with water and some type of, I have a old old stove stove rack. It just helps keep everything elevated. You want to keep your tools clean and make sure that you don't have anything, on your tools. So keep them clean. And let's get started here. You load up the trowel. Okay. Like this. Keep this clean. And first thing you're going to want to do is hit the butt joints. And that's not the case for every job. Now, the sequence is going to depend on the size of the job. If it's a large job, you hit all the butts. Then when they dry, you come back and hit all the flats. Now, if you have a small job, you might not want to hit the butts and then come back and do the flats because you just want to get in and out of the job. So, if you were doing a big project, you're going to hit all the butts. Come back the next day, get the flats done. So, I'm going to just show you how to do that on this one. If this is a large job, you would hit this butt joint. So let's do that. Okay. So I just applied it on. Make sure you don't see any tape. Okay. Put your knife, and you're going to press on one side so that when you press, it kind of bends the knife. So in this case, I'm going to press here so that I keep this edge up so I'm not hitting into the mud. Light, just like this. Take that edge off. So it kind of feathers it out. Now same here, I'm going to press on this side. Okay. And now that's it. That's ready. That's the second coat ready to dry. And then we'll show you the third coat. Just hit it a little lightly on the top. Okay. If this were this is a small job, I wouldn't do the butts first. So let's take this off. And I'll explain why. Now, if this was a large job, a small job, I would hit the flats first. So let me do it and then show you why. Okay. So I ran flat, just like you saw me. Apply it like this, and just run it down. Make sure the tape is covered. Taper, and go on both sides. That's it. Now what you can do is you can hit the butt, which is here, but don't run into this because this is wet. So you're going to stay away. So you're going to apply it, and you're going to keep a distance from it. Okay. Hit the sides. Okay. Now between the flat and the butt is a little space, but I did that so that I don't interrupt the flat. So when these dry, the next day, all you have to do is come and hit this little spot right here, and then it'll dry, and then you just apply your polish coat, which is the third coat, also called the polish coat. So let's do that, demonstrate that again. So you'll hit your seam, okay? Then you're gonna do your butt. You're gonna leave a space, okay? Come back. This is the second coat. Come back for the polish. Come back the following day. Hit this little space. Now this whole second coat is done. After that, you just polish it. I'll have videos on that as well. Corners. Let me get this off first. I'm going to be a little stingy and keep this compound because I'm running. Stuff isn't as cheap as it used to be. Now, a couple of tricks along the way I'll show you. You're going to look into the bucket here. You're going to always want to keep this clean. You don't put the lid back on when it's in this condition, because the sides will dry out and you get crumbs in there. So you're going to want to always keep that, always hit the sides and keep the bucket clean. It's easier to do with the bigger bucket because I can get the whole knife in there. Might be able to get that. There we go. So you don't want to keep it like this. As you go down, you're going to always keep cleaning the bucket so that no buildup, and you'll be able to save more of this product too. Alright, so corners, very important. What to hit first. So this is a corner I made here. You're going to apply your tape, paper tape, and I'm out of paper at the moment, but we're going to imagine there's paper on here. And you're going to want to hit a particular side first. There's a reason for that. So when you put the paper on, that's it. When you apply your compound on both sides, and when you put your paper, you have to think which board went on last. Okay, in this case, this board went on last. This was first, and this went on second. And I'm going to want to hit the one that was on first. Because when I run the knife down, it won't go in the joint. If you run this one first, the knife tends to get stuck in the joint, and you have a chance to rip the paper. If you set the paper tight, nice, by doing all your pressing on this board first, get it all situated, and then you just come back and you lightly hit the side, you won't run into that problem that a lot of people run into, which is getting the knife stuck in there. So I can apply a little bit of compound just to kind of show you how to apply it for the corners. So got my handy dandy cushion for my knees. Okay, so you're gonna get some get some of this stuff out of the bucket here. Okay. After you get it on the bucket, out of the bucket, we decided already we're going to hit the board that was on first. So it's going to be like this. So what you do is you apply the compound on the right side of the trowel. So it's on the right side of my knife, So when I put it in the corner, I'm only filling there. So you're going to want to, just like this, apply it on the right side. And then I'm going to just go down. Keep doing that. And you can get in here and go a little bit sideways and then come down. You're going to want to make sure it's covering, and you want to make sure you have enough on there. You don't want any blisters. Okay. That would be enough for that side. Then I'm going to apply it on the right side and come down this way. We'll just go back the other way one time. Just make sure get everything filled in. Then you're gonna embed your tape, and then you're gonna wipe this side first. So we're embedding the tape, and we're gonna wipe this side first. And you're gonna get the excess off by tapering it. Then you're gonna come down the other side and get the excess off. Okay, so that's the sequence for the corners. Okay, now let me get this stuff off of here. Now, that would be a couple of things we covered is what to do first on a big job is you would hit all the butt joints, you know, the if you have several sheets, come back next day, and then you're gonna, this is for, we're talking for the second coat, you would hit all your butt joints, let it dry, come back the second day, hit all your flats. Now another thing about the corners, when it comes to second coating the corners, there's a sequence for that too. So if you have your, this is roughed in with paper on it, and then we're going to call this so that's our second. If we just applied our second coat on this flat, and now you want to get a second coat on your corner, don't do this side. Okay, you're going to want to do the side that you just, in this case, you got your seam here, you just second coated it. You're going to want to run your corner. Now, don't run your corner first and then come and trowel your seam. The easy way to do it is you run, like I just did, the seam, then you run your corner down. You're applying the second coat over the tape, and you're going to run it through. Run it right through the wet second coated seam. Okay. After you feather the edges, you can give it one more shot down the middle. So that's really important, is after you get your seam second coat, you have to think about the corners. If you hit this side first, you're going to wind up pulling the mud away here. And this is, if you run it through the seam, it's going to come out a much better job. Okay, so that's that. Third coat, which is the polish coat, we'll talk about that in another video. How to actually apply the paper tape or mesh tape, I'll talk about that. And how to do some patching, blowout patches and beads and different things. So with this, I might be able to talk about one more thing. Now you can use metal corner beads, which I prefer, but you can also get these paper beads, which are pretty nice. Either case, it's going to protect your corner. I personally think the corner bead that's made out of metal completely is a better job, but I will use these occasionally. Okay, and I almost forgot to demonstrate how to use a knife to do this job instead of the hooked trowel. So let's get that. So you can just use this with your hawk, you know, as I mentioned, but you can also use this with your trowel. So I'm going to just show you how to do that. So if you don't have all the tools, you might just have this. So back this camera up. Oops. So you can take your trowel with the compound on it, just get your knife, and it will have a little bit of a hook on it, so just make sure that you have it in the position you're comfortable with. Now, load it up. Make sure you cover the tape. Okay. And then you're going to apply pressure just like this. You can see that. And the same on this side, just like this, on the opposite side. And you can come down one more time. And that's how you do it with the knife. Let's take this off. And don't forget to keep this clean. For next time. Get the very last bit off, I'll keep getting it into a ball like this, and I'll throw it in. Okay, so the tools are fairly clean. So thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a couple tips here, and check out some of my other videos, and if they're not made already, I'm planning on getting some uploaded soon. So again, those coming soon will be some patchwork, some third coat or polish work, rough in stage, which was before prior to this stage, and my other how-to videos. I hope you can like, share, and subscribe to this. Take care. Thanks for watching. And just one more quick tip: when you're applying compound, especially for corner beads, always finish with a downward stroke. Okay, you can come up, but then make sure you finish coming down. The joint is going to come out a lot better. It'll be a lot less visible from when you're standing up looking down. So I can just show you why I say that. And it's not only for corner beads, it's really for any work. But so let's just say I'm applying compound like this. Okay, and that's maybe half the joint there. And I'm doing a little bit more here, extending it. And if I come up and then stop there, if you look down, you're going to see a ridge. You can see that ridge. Now, if I stop on a downward stroke, which is this way, I just stop there, when you look down, ridge is not as pronounced. So you apply your compound on. Don't come up and finish like that. Looking down, you're going to see the ridge. I don't know if that's coming in. So you're going to want to apply your compound and finish downward. Okay? When you look down, you won't see that ridge. Either case, if you just sand it, it's going to disappear, but this is better practice because sometimes if you miss, at least if you miss sanding it, or even if you don't miss sanding it, it's just a better job. But you're going to want to always keep that joint or that ridge less visible. So the way to have that completely invisible is to just bring it all the way down and don't stop in the middle of the wall. But sometimes you have to stop because it's such a long joint. You need to stop. You need to reload compound. So if you're doing, that'll apply to running your seams as well. If you're running it into a corner, then you can stop in this direction so that it's less visible. If you run your trowel or your knife and you stop this way, you're going to see that ridge. Okay, so thanks again for watching.